Hello everybody and welcome back to another episode here on 539. So today we are revisiting a location that we've been to years ago, actually fairly recently, maybe 2 years now. I can't remember if it was pre-COVID or not. And so we're gonna kind of explore around. It's summertime now. This place is a lot easier to view during the winter. It's very overgrown. I just wanted to come back and check and see how things have changed. It looks like there has been some fairly obvious changes, but I'm not sure if they've really done much restoration work. But I'll go ahead and pop up the name of the cemetery on the screen here because I can't remember offhand what exactly it's called. Actually, I could probably just look it up real quick here. Okay, so this is the Bethel Cemetery that we're at right now outside of Fort Wayne, Indiana. I don't know if we're actually in city limits. We're pretty close if not. But this is an old 1800 cemetery that was here long before the city limits came out this far. And so this would not have been Fort Wayne at the time that this was created, so it probably would have just been Allen County or associated with another small town around here, or maybe a town name that doesn't even exist anymore. So let's get out and see if anything has changed for the better, if any of these fallen over memorials have been re-stood up. I'm not really sure. I'm not really hopeful at this point, but we'll see. So as you can tell right off the bat, I can't really remember last time, but when I came here originally, the fence was still up, and since then it's been completely removed, and it doesn't look like much has really changed here. If we go over here, I always seem to go to the back first, but we'll go over here for right now, and you can see this massive tree here. Has been covered in vines. I'm trying to get my flashlight out. Make sure I'm not getting into poison ivy. But you can also sadly kind of tell this is facing the other way. This tree is so huge, it would probably be possible just to get inside. But sure I've actually read most of these on previous episodes. I may try to get a few harder to read ones, but I'm not really sure how extensively I've read some of the names here. We have George Oplinger, 1841 to 1912, and Harriet Golden, interesting, 1843 to 1915. And let's see if this is also, yeah, it looks like George is a veteran of the Civil War. Definitely, he would have been in his 20s around the Civil War era, so that would have definitely been his marker here as being a Civil War veteran. You can see, Father, blessed are the dead which die in the Lord. Looks like Revelations 14:13. And then a small free marker here that comes from one of the older funeral directors in the area. So some weird patterning here on the grass. I'm not even sure. I think there might have been some stuff here. I don't know if maybe some things have been removed in hopes of doing some restoration work. But wow. Oh wow, what is that? Is that a wasp or I think that's a lightning bug. I don't think there's any way I'm getting back there today. It looks, are these, oh, those are berries. I was thinking maybe it was some wild strawberries that had grown. And yeah, as I said in the car, it doesn't really look like there's been much work done. There's a stone there. It's impossible to even use my flashlight to read a lot of this. A huge divot in the ground here that I've mentioned in previous episodes. This place would, however, be absolutely remarkable for like a stealth camp. There's something directly back here. Again, I'd really have to go to past episodes at this point to try and figure out what everything is. It kind of looks like people have occasionally tried to dig things out. This is one that could potentially be read. I do see a date of, looks like 18, does that say 39 to 1904. That say Usan? U.S. Susan, okay. G. Fauser, Susan Fauser, 1837 to 1904. So one that we're definitely able to get. I don't honestly, like I said, remember if last time I was able to read anything. I don't. It's been so long now, and I've been here really since before I even started YouTube. This is probably one of my first forays into just cemetery exploration. I was coming here probably almost 10 years before I even started my YouTube career. You see the corn starting to grow here, and wow, just incredible. And almost nothing has changed since I started visiting this place. We'll visit right over here next, and that is our Woodman of the World Memorial. Let's see, Mary Gustral, 18 something. Oh wow, it's kind of damaged, unfortunately. This is just crazy. You can kind of, if I do a quick spin around, you can see how secluded this is, what I was saying about the camping. Like, no one can even see you from the road here. Mosquitoes are definitely starting to come out here tonight. This is a little bit difficult to read. If I can get out of the sun, it's almost easier that way, but I still can't tell. I'll see if I can get it on camera. There's one that's pretty lost there. It looks like maybe even handwritten. Sounds almost like a baby eagle or something. So much destruction in this area too. There's stuff just hidden in the ground here. What's the last name here? I can't really, it probably is on this somewhere. See, completely torn apart, the top being here, the name section there, and then the base, obviously. See, Frank, 1838, no date of death. Olive, 1847 to 1915. Father John C. 1803 to 1852, so incredibly old. Not sure when they would have come to this area. Maybe sometime in the late 1820s to 1830s would have been really when this area was starting to build up. That would be my guess for when they probably moved here. And it looks like Rebecca 1860 to 1869, Francis 1862 to 1869. Does that say JR, it looks like? 1880 to 1880, and then Albert 1888 to 1889. Must be some sort of nest. Susan, looks like Schinner, 1855. March 7th, 1855, aged looks like it says 30 years and 9 months. 15 days. And there's another name at the bottom. It says Marshall. Very difficult. Lots in the ground here. I can definitely tell it's this tree, whatever it is. Ooh, this actually is a little bit more hollowed out. Although there's thorns. I can't really see anything in here though. That's the thing. There is some stuff this way, but it's upside down. Yeah. Unfortunate that the only part that's really truly easy to get into also seems to be the place with the least amount of anything hidden. Sounded like somebody slowed down, for sure. Okay, is this Roxy? Roxy and GRA something. Grat. That's really all that I can get off of it. And I'm assuming this right here is the base stone associated with it. I guess I did forget to go over to our Woodman of the World, but we'll hit that up here in just a moment. And another area that's bad with tons, from what I remember, of old markers. Okay, this is just dirt here. There may have been something here once, though. Yeah, I'm gonna end up getting attacked by like a giant hawk. I don't see a nest. Let's see if we have any stones. You can actually see some of the original fencing back here. Whoa, that was something. That was a big bird, whatever just flew out. Okay, anyway. So, back here is the fencing that I always remember, and you can see how it carries along here at the edge of the property line. And I don't know if this is obviously just a chunk of brick here. Some of these pieces look like they could be associated. There's a lot of stones around the tree. I can't really tell if it is the exact original fencing. It could have been put up by at any point. I'm sure really the true giveaway would be the style. So I'm sure I could look up antique wire fencing and probably find out something interesting about it, but I don't know. We'll see here. I already know the kind of the dates of this cemetery just based on the memorials, so dating the fencing would be interesting, but I might have to come at a later episode here. Okay, let's continue.